After the war, the U.S. gained new lands from Mexico called the Mexican Cession. These included parts of current-day New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, all of present-day Utah, Nevada, California, and a little bit of present-day Arizona. A decision now had to be made on whether slavery could spread to these new areas now that the United States had gained them after the war. By 1850, a new compromise had to be made in Congress. They met and they decided what they would do is they would allow the area of California to enter as a free state. The new lands from Mexico that were not part of California would allow slavery. Slave trading in Washington, D.C. would be banned. Slavery could still exist there, you just couldn't trade slaves in Washington, D.C. Also, a stronger fugitive slave law was enacted that said any states that found runaway slaves, by law, had to return them to their owners in the South. So even if those slaves made it up to free states in the North, by law, those citizens in those states were required to return the slaves to their masters. President Zachary Taylor, who was the president at the time Congress was trying to pass the Compromise of 1850, refused to sign it, and Congress didn't have enough votes to override his veto. So from January until June of that year, this plan was having a difficult time trying to get through Congress because they knew the president would refuse to sign it. In July, it looked like the compromise would fail. However, at a party for the 4th of July, Zachary Taylor had eaten some cherries and drank some milk and died shortly thereafter. Zachary Taylor's vice president, Millard Fillmore, took over, and he signed the Compromise of 1850 into law. Yes, some people think that Zachary Taylor had been assassinated. There's no proof that he was or that he wasn't, so this is one of those mysteries in history that remains. Even though they came up with the Compromise of 1850, they still are having issues over slavery and allowing it to spread. These are all causes of the Civil War. So even though the Compromise of 1820 had a mild solution to slavery, it didn't solve the problem. Even though they had a Compromise of 1850 that said where slavery could and couldn't go, it still didn't fix this issue or this problem of slavery. So this is going to continue to be a problem in the United States and will only be resolved with the Civil War.